What is going on, PokeFam? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk about celebrations and, is it worth buying? Honestly, is it worth buying? I would say yeah, it's actually a really cool set. It is worth buying. But it's not worth paying over MSRP for it. In fact, if we're lucky enough in the coming months, we could see this on clearance sometime in January. We'll have to wait and see though. That's a pretty big claim. If you haven't noticed, shelves are becoming like this. They are becoming full of celebrations, specifically ETBs. I'm seeing a crap load of them out there. Collection boxes, all that fun stuff. Now, if you're new to the Pokemon card community, you probably wouldn't know this, but they ramp up a lot of stuff when it comes to the holiday season. Why? Pokemon is popular. It's pretty much always been popular. The only time it really ever lost a decent amount of popularity was Gen 3 and Gen 5. And then after both of those generations, it picked up quite a bit. Gen 4, it picked up a decent amount, and Gen 6 and onwards, especially Gen 7, actually picked up a lot because of Pokemon Go. We are currently on Sword and Shield, which I do believe is Gen 8, if I'm correct. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong with my generations numbers. And now we're coming up to remakes of old games and the new Legends Arceus. So if you weren't aware, there's a huge global supply chain issue right now. I know it's pretty big in the US. I'm not sure how it's going in other countries. But what you need to realize is English Pokemon cards, the majority of them, are printed inside the US. Somebody commented on my TikTok the other day that the shelves wouldn't be full because of the supply chain issue and the shipping issues. And I said, ships do not swim through land. Actually, ships do not swim at all. I'm pretty sure they drive. I don't know how that works. Do they drive? It doesn't matter. Anyway, ships don't go through land. They go through water. Plus, since the cards in English are made in the US for the most part, that means that they can get anywhere pretty much by plane or car. The only exception for the US at least would be Hawaii and Alaska. I think Europe actually has a printing plant too, but it's been a long time since I've looked into that stuff, so I can't tell you 100% sure. Now, when it comes to celebrations, do you think it'll hold some value in the future? Probably. Most Pokemon cards do, but it's not worth overpaying for now, which means if you can get it for cheaper than MSRP, get it. If you can get it for MSRP, get it. I wouldn't personally buy a crap ton of these to sit on, because you really have no idea how long it's going to take to get there. And personally, I think that's a good thing, because it just seems more natural with the price raise over a course of like 5 to 10 years than, 1 year later, this ETB is $200 for no reason. I think we're going to continue getting stock through December and probably even farther on than that. We'll have to wait and see to be sure. The only thing from celebrations that you might want to consider picking up day one, which is tomorrow, by the way, would be the Ultra Premium Collection. Typically with Ultra Premium Collections, we don't get nearly as many of them. That being said, if the set's still out there and in the wild, the Ultra Premium Collection won't really gain its full amount until that set is basically out of the stores. If the Ultra Premium Collection does increase in value on the secondhand market relatively quickly, it'll be because there's a Charizard in there, the Gold Charizard, the Gold Pikachu, and just because there wasn't a lot of them. It's something we'll have to wait and see for. I personally don't care that much, as long as I can buy this set, open it a little bit on YouTube, open it a little bit for fun, not too much of it, just some of it. Maybe try and collect the whole set since it's so small, but there's potential for some of these products to have that value. Personally, my bet would be on the Ultra Premium Collection and the Pikachu VMAX figure box. Those are my two bets, mostly because I doubt they're going to continue making that VMAX figure box when they can get some of the smaller stuff out there, and that probably just sells to more people anyway because it's got a wider appeal because it's cheaper. You get my point. Doesn't mean those other things aren't appealing or valuable. It just means there's a reason they print more of the other stuff than they do that really big collection stuff. The big collection stuff is usually for your big collectors, people like me or people who want them, and then your other stuff is usually aimed more towards kids, but also collectors who just can't really afford to open the big stuff. I mean, I personally can't afford one of the big Ultra Premium collections right now, so that's awesome. I probably won't open one on the channel for a while unless I find one in the wild, but I'm not actually going to go out and look. I'm probably just going to stay here because I know that I can still get celebrations relatively cheap at Target or Barnes & Noble, which is where I typically find it. So the question of the day is this set worth holding as an investment, whether it be singles, holding as a collection, sealed? It's really hard to say. I would say eventually, yeah, could be 10 years down the road eventually. If you guys remember Generations, it took a long time for Generations to become worth a decent amount of money. You could still get the mythical collection boxes for only like 30 bucks up until I think the beginning of this year, actually. I bought the Keldeo box I have over there for $15. I think the beginning of this year. So yeah, for a while there, that stuff was fairly cheap because, you know, for one, it was printed, you know, overprinted a lot. And two, it just, people weren't buying it like they do now. These days, though, with so many people buying and collecting sealed, it's a lot harder to tell what the future holds. I'm not saying there's no value in sealed or singles. I'm just saying that we won't really know how much this will affect the future market until we get there. That being said, take advantage of the market we have now, which means if you're collecting this full single set, take advantage of it, you guys. Take full advantage of it. Get the cheap singles if you want to collect the full set, or if you want the promos. Take advantage of being able to find the stuff for MSRP. That doesn't mean go clear shelves, but it means if you want to collect, you know, one sealed ETB from this set, maybe buy an extra one and put it on the shelf, and then you got two, one to open, one to keep sealed. That should be enough for most people. And the reason I say take advantage of it is because if you don't, you're going to be taken advantage of. People are going to continue buying this in hopes that people are going to continue buying from them. So we'll get inflated prices on the secondhand market. And when that happens, it's just not good for anyone. It's not good for collectors. It's not good for players. And it's just not good for, you know, the kids who this is really aimed at. You know I want my kid to have fun when he opens cards someday. I wouldn't want him to walk to empty shelves every day. All I'm saying is keep the community in mind when you're collecting, playing, or whatever. Just keep every part of the community in mind, because I actually like collecting. I'm sure a lot of you do too. I know how much I hate it when I see empty shelves, so you probably hate it too. Try to leave something there for the next people. You know, instead of buying 6 ETBs, which nobody needs, by the way, maybe just go with 2 and then come back next week if there's another one, buy another one. That's the way to do it. There's no need to be a jerk and just buy everything off the shelf. The last thing I wanted to touch on was that if you can't find this stuff at MSRP yet, I would seriously try to be a little bit more patient, because if you pay somebody to basically sell it to you at an inflated price, they're going to keep doing that. The only way to truly stop that from happening is to stop buying from those people. Seriously, I sell a lot of stuff on eBay. You know what I don't sell on eBay? Stuff that doesn't make me money. Do you know why? Because then I'm not making money. I don't sell cards on eBay for anybody who's new here. Well, I do sell cards. I just sell singles. I don't sell like stuff from the store on eBay. I just sell singles off of lots that I get, and then I'll sell stuff from my collection occasionally because I don't need it or I want something else. Usually that money ends up going to more Pokemon cards anyway. And I'll get stuff at like local auctions that I'll sell online, which occasionally is like PlayStations and all that cool stuff. So that's fun. But yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this hobby, try to be nice to the other people. If you enjoy collecting, try to be nice to yourself and don't break the bank if you don't need to, which most of us don't need to. You know, you really only need one ETB to keep sealed if you like sealed collection. The thing with collecting sealed, I don't think people realize is some people do it because they want to open it in the future. Some people do it because they want to get some money out of it. Personally, I think either of those things are fine as long as you're not collecting shelves. I collect some sealed as well, but I don't like buy a ton of sealed stuff. Like, that's not my main goal. My main goal is to collect cards, entertain people on YouTube and TikTok, which, by the way, if you're not following me on TikTok, you should. We have a lot of fun there. And I do plan on live streaming there soon because it actually is easier than live streaming on YouTube. I do like YouTube. I have a little bit of a bigger following on TikTok right now. So if you're not following me, you should. I do believe the link is in the description. If it's not, feel free to leave a comment about it. What do you guys think about all this? What do you think about the supply chain issues when it comes to Pokemon? Do you think it'll have a big effect? I personally don't. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Are you guys collecting sealed or singles? I'd love to know, actually. Let me know in the comments section. I'd love to know what my audience collect. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. I would appreciate that. But most importantly, I appreciate you guys for watching. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. God bless. Bye now.